In 1973, Marjorie Merriweather Post willed her Florida estate to the National Park Service with the request that it serve as a presidential retreat. It wasn't until some years later that a New York real estate developer purchased the estate from the Park Service, and even later still, that the home began to serve its originally intended purpose as a presidential retreat. That home is Mar-a-Lago. Welcome to Connecting Consciousness, Illinois. I'm Stanley Smith. Connecting Consciousness is a worldwide network of like-minded people. When we're all connected, we're empowered individually and collectively. Does being like-minded mean we all believe the same thing? Probably not, but what's more like-minded than that? Believing that we all have a mind and can think for ourselves. I think we've all seen the unexpected consequences of groupthink and orthodoxy of ideas, especially when they're forced upon us and upon others. Also, we don't always know how our intent, no matter how well-intentioned, might turn out. The unexpected routes our intentions might take before its originally intended purpose is manifest or fulfilled. This month at Connecting Consciousness, we're looking at the topic of spirituality. Member Carol Kerr introduced the topic on our Saturday call by sharing her experience and practices. Carol shared the idea of preparing ourselves to be called and cleansed, to use discretion, and in all things be poised. And what does that mean? It means giving yourself a little space and to sometimes just let things be and to learn how to lean into calm. Does this mean ignoring things, neglecting things, or giving up? No, it means giving yourself power to manifest what needs to happen in your life and the life of the world, instead of giving your power to all the crazy that's in our lives and in the world. I attended a talk about alternative healing at the University of Chicago recently called Good Vibes Only. The speaker outlined that many alternative practices are considered ancient healing methods, but pointed out that since many of these practices are still with us today, they really shouldn't be called ancient, but instead contemporary, because they're in fact contemporary to us. Also, the idea that most of these traditions come out of three discernible cultures: Indian, Chinese, and Native peoples. The speaker also pointed out that the idea of fringe is just a way of describing something that is cutting edge, and that conspiracy is only conspiracy until it becomes true. I was startled by all of this, especially within the context of the University of Chicago setting. On our Saturday call, one of our members shared that when he meditates and feels that he is just about to see something or have a breakthrough, there's nothing there. Meditating is an ancient practice, and not seeing anything for many of us, unfortunately, does seem pretty contemporary. Carol described this as the veil between the world of our knowing and the world of what is trying to be manifest in our lives and in the life of the world. One of the questions in the topic of spirituality this month is, what woke you up to a greater awareness in your life? What was the aha moment for you? And a question I might add is, how did that awareness impact your life and the life of others? For me, it's always small things that catch my attention. I remember seeing a tiny picture on the front page of the Wall Street Journal. It was a line drawing in the days before the use of photographs in the Wall Street Journal. This was 1985. It was a drawing of a house I had never heard of before or seen, being purchased by a New York real estate developer who, at the time, seemed best summed up or described as simply that, a New Yorker. I always remembered it, and in my mind's eye, if I meditate on it, I can still see that image. And why is that? Why do some images stick with us and seem to have special meaning? Was it significant because of the house, or significant because of who purchased the house? Looking back, I see that it was both significant because of the house and because of who inhabits it. They say that when the house falls, the tenant remains. This is the hope of most of the world's religions. In this lifetime, we have our earthly abode and our spiritual inhabitation. It catches our attention because it's our earthly home and our spiritual inhabitation. And nothing is more significant or important than that. It trumps everything. And if that doesn't get your attention, nothing else will. If you would like to learn more about connecting consciousness or our topic of spirituality this month, I will include my email in the description of this video. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.